It honestly would help if I hit record. What the freaking balls? Hey guys, Ranger here, and welcome back to another reaction and review. And this is to the 18th episode of Initial D First Stage, Hot Winds and Furious Driving. And I'm really curious as to how Takumi is going to fare in this. Part of me thinks he's going to win, part of me thinks he will not win. But let's go ahead, not lollygag, and let's get on with the episode and see how things evolve. Start the video on 3, 2, 1 click. Shoot, tiny lag. My bad. That was my fault. 3, 2, 1 click. There we go. Sorry, that was my fault. My finger didn't press the button when I wanted it to. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on the 8-6 here. I said before yep, that's what I thought. Okay, the 133rd, well, the 132nd scale AE86, AE86 that I saw is part of the Hollywood Rides series. They also have Ecto 1, and I think a ice cream truck from Deadpool. And I saw the 8.6 and I looked at it again, I was right. Fender flares are larger than they are on the car. The side mirrors are white instead of black, and the headlight placement's wrong on the front of it. So, probably won't be getting it because it doesn't look realistic. No, floor it. I remember this track. I love this one too. I actually listened to this track before this episode, and I love it. This is one of my favorite ones. Yep. Yep. This is one of my favorite tracks right here. These heads, lots of practice on this road. He's really studying, I can see. Whoa. They're used to it, since they've done it for so long. He, however, he's never driven on this road, so... I saw him swerve a little there. It's a little unsteady, a little erratic.
食いついてくる。そうでなくっちゃ先の楽しみがなくなるわ。どこまでついてこれるかしら。まだまだこんなもんじゃないよ。私たちの本気は。
I wonder if there's a drainage ditch here that he can drift inside using.
乗れてないぜ俺。乗せられているだけだ。
Yep.
これじゃジェットコースターと同じだ。
Pretty much. Yes.
自分でリズム作れてないから怖えのなんのって。
Yep.
だけどここで離れたら絶対に追いつけない。こらえろ。コースを知らないってのは想像以上のハンデがあるんだな。
Yeah.
集中力を切らしたら壁に張り付くか谷底行きだ。
I have to admire his concentration here.
さすがに今評判のアキナの86だね。そう簡単にちぎらせてはくれない。これからよ。右かと思えば左の薄いのコーナーの恐ろしさは。次右、狭いよ。オッケー。
However, I have to say,
くそ。でも離されてたまるか。
I gotta say, I don't think trying to copy them
俺だって。
is exactly a good idea. Crap. Did you crash? Nice scenery.
匠のやつ、相手が曲がれるなら自分だって曲がれるはずだって言ったよな。
ええ、言いましたよ、はっきり。信じらんねえ。すんげえ単純な発想。どうなってんだよ、あいつの頭ん中。
でもある意味ですごいことだぜ、それって。あいつぐらいのテクがなけりゃ思いつきもしねえ。
そりゃツッコミで限界超えない限りコントロールはできるだろうけど。できますよ、もちろん。しかし相手は何たってこのコースを知り尽くしているマコちゃんのシルエイティだぜ。当然ギリギリまでスピードを上げていくだろうから、匠も同じスピードでコーナーへ突っ込んでいくんだ。この何も知らねえ初めての薄いで寒気がするぜ。考えただけでも恐ろしくなるな。
ああ、テクだけじゃない。それに半端な度胸は通用しない。一つ間違えたら完全にお釈迦だ。
相手はシルエイティとか言ったな。シルエイティってなんだ？
Oh, he's still on him. Okay. So is this before he supposedly hit the wall, or is this after?
食いつかれてる。なぜ私乗れてない？さゆき。そんなことない。マコの調子はいいよ。だって後ろにぴったり。あんたはミラー見るのやめな。リズムが乱れるからね。後ろの動きは私がバッチリチェック入れてるから大丈夫。まだ始まったばっかりでしょ。楽しまなくっちゃ。最高のバトルじゃん。わかった。任せたわ、さゆき。そうよ、パートナーを信じなさい。マコと私は薄い最速のベストチームなのよ。先行が後追いをちぎれば勝ち。ちぎれなければ次はポジションを入れ替えて決着がつくまで繰り返す。サドンデスデスマッチってわけ。
このルールなら1本目は絶対先行だろう。
いや、2本目にもつれ込むことは確実だから1本分練習できるもんな。
2本目で負けてもその方がカッコつくしな。
1本目は後ろで行きます。
考え直せ、匠。な。
これは俺のバトルでしょ。俺が決めます。やべえ、後ろに疲れんのが嫌だからってのが本心で後追いを選んじまったけど、 こんなにやべえとは。
慣れないコースを攻める上で最も難しいポイントはコーナーの進入速度を決定する判断力である。圭介が負けたのも中里の3人が抜かれたのも同じだ。どれほど技術があってもこの点だけは走り込んでいるドライバーにはかなわない。ならばアキナで86に勝つ。勝てる。この理論ならあいつのコースであるアキナさんでも。
やべえ、やっぱ甘かったか。とんでもねえ危険な賭けに出ちまった。コーナーの入り口でのほんの数センチのラインの違い、スピードの違いが出口では大きく差を広げていきやがる。膨らんだ。バンバンが吸った。
Good news is,
離されてたまるか。
take it easy.
心臓が縮み上がるような瞬間をいくつも飲み込みながら走り屋は成長していくもんだ。並外れた集中力とセンス、鍛え込まれたドライビングテクニック、そして何よりも俺の手で熟成された足回りの完璧な仕上がりがあれば負けやしねえだろ。
どうなったかな。もう決着ついたかな。戻ってくるまで分かりませんからね。
無理だよ。どうひいき目に見ても不利なバトルだもんな。
I gotta say, I'm sorry. If I had a car, which I don't have two trucks, but if I had a car, I would not sit on the hood. I would be paranoid about scratching the paint. Especially if I was wearing jeans.
ガムテープデスマッチだって匠は初めての経験だったんですから。
それでも一つだけ匠の味方がいたんだよ。場所がアキナだってことさ。
Two, the 86.
匠が5年間毎日走り続けたな。
先輩、コースの違いって
いや、
やっぱりそんなに大きいんすかね。
何回か走ってれば違うだろうが、匠はここ走るのまるっきり初めてだからな。
そういえばなあ池谷、俺気になってたんだけど、まこちゃんの助手席に座ってるあの子何なんだ。
何って俺に聞かれてもな。
俺も気になりましたよ。バトルだってのに当然のように隣に乗り込みましたからね。
俺も詳しいことは聞いてないんだ。ただ幼馴染の親友で初心者の頃から走るときはいつも2人で考えながらドラテクを完成させたってことらしいよ。
それってラリーのナビみたいなもんじゃないですか。は
あ、だったら匠はますます不利だ。
大丈夫っすよ。匠が負けるわけないっす。
だって横に優秀なナビがついていれば、まこちゃんはドライビングだけに集中していればいいんだからな。
Right.
コーナー手前に障害物かわしてからインを閉めて。
So, Takumi is kind of at an unfair advantage here also because of that. Because he doesn't have a navigator. He has to both focus on driving and concentrate on the course and navigate it himself. So, I wonder if they would change the odds and have Mako's friend ride with Takumi. Interesting.
これだけハイペースについてくるなんて。マコは絶好調なのに食いつかれてる。なんてやつなの。マコ、もうすぐ C の121だからね。勝負をかけるよ。あそこだけは入り口から目いっぱい流していくよ。ガツンと一発かましてやろうよ。この薄い峠で一番難易度の高いコーナーで。分かった、そういうことね。見せつけてやるわ。入り口から出口まで振りっぱなして。私と同じスピードで突っ込んでクリアできたやつはまだいないからね。
Love the scenery.
マコとさゆき、今夜は来てないのか？どうかな、まだ見てないけど。見てえな、シル80のドリフト。この C の121コーナーは最高の見せ場だもんな。
すげえ難しいもんな。
難しいなんてもんじゃないさ。ここを入り口から出口まで振りっぱなしで抜ければ、薄い峠では上級者って言われるんだ。薄いで上級者ならどこ行ってもトップだな。
ああ、
度胸一発ドカーンと死ぬ気で突っ込まないとスピードが足らなくてドリフトが出口まで続かないんだよ。初めてのやつなんかみんな失敗するわな。
ふん。でも慣れればできるやつもいるんだろ？
何人かはな。でも前回ノーブレーキで入るのはマコのシル80だけさ。何キロぐらい出てるか知らねえけど、あればっかりは誰にも真似できねえもんな。
上から誰か降りてくる。
すげえスキルオンだ。攻め込んでくるぞ。来た。シル80だ。マコとサユキだ。
後ろにもいるぜ。
I also love this track too.
バトルしてんのか。
This one here is another one of my favorites.
86じゃねえか。
This track also right here is another one of my favorites.
対向車なし。派手に行こうよマコ。ゴー。
追走だ。知らねえぞ。マコと同じスピードで突っ込むなんてとんでもねえバカ野郎だ。
C の121の難しさが分かっちゃいねえ。
クソ度胸だけでクリアできるほど甘いコーナーじゃねえぞ。
いい根性してるよ。マコに食いついて突っ込んでくるとは。そのスピードで入ってしまったらもうごまかしは効かないからね。 C の121は中間が広いけど出口は極端に狭い。ラインがたくさんあるようでクリアできるラインは1本しかないのよ。乗せてこれるかしら。初めてのコースでこの1本に。そんなバカな。
He did it!
クリアしやがった。
信じられん。誰だ。
Their ball, like, all their balls just shrunk.
まさかあいつが最近噂になってるアキナの86と鳥肌が立ったぜ。
Fanboys created.
何今の超限界スピードからの四輪ドリ
And
フ
her
ト。
ovaries probably just
ウルトラ
popped.
D の難易度なのに慣れているマコでさえ立ち上がりでベストラインを5センチ外した。それなのにあいつは理想的なラインに修正して抜けてきた。
Now they're probably wondering.
桁違いの怪物を相手に選んでしまった。
They're wondering, is he human? Is he? What is he?
違う、このコーナーはそんなに大きく振っちゃダメ。ちょっとそういうことは突っ込む前に言いなさいよ、さゆき。どうしちゃったの？ぼやっとしないでよ。いつものさゆきじゃないよ。あんたにわかんないの、マコ。後ろの86、化け物だよ。今の私らの手に負える相手じゃない。何よ、いつもは強気なこと言ってるくせに、まだ負けって決まったわけじゃないのにギブアップしちゃうの？そんなの嫌だよ。そりゃそうだけど。もういい。佐伯がそんなに弱虫だとは思わなかった。佐伯なんかにもう頼らない。
Now I'm waiting for her to make a mistake.
あの86がすごいのは初めから分かってることじゃない。でもね、これが最後のバトルだって決めたんだから。
You want it to
だ
count.
から私たちのベストを出し切らなきゃ終われないでしょ。何よ、おじけついちゃって。今の佐伯は最低だよ。助手席に置いてある荷物だよ。え？荷物？そうよ。パワーウェイトレシオを悪くするバラストだよ。ハンドル持つと人が変わるんだから。私がバラストとは何よ。ナイスバディだけどデブじゃないわよ。デブじゃん。だって49キロのハンデじゃない。47キロ。そこまで言われちゃ黙ってらんないわ。行くわよ、マコ。死ぬ気で攻めなさいよ。そうこなくっちゃ。よーし、次のコーナー、イン側の岩にぶつけるぐらいの気合で切り込んで。オッケー、佐伯。
いける。がむしゃらについてってるうちに良くなってきた。
That's good.
この峠のリズムが分かってきた。
That's
自
good.
分のリズムで走れている。
残りのコーナーの数が少なくなってきた。だけど最後まで気は抜かない。攻めて攻めて攻めまくる。悔いだけは残さない。薄い峠最速のプライドにかけた。
Yet you were willing to offer up your virginity, really? You sure you wouldn't regret that? Oh, okay, that's the end. Okay. Dang! Huh. Well, that was definitely intense. That was really, really intense. Yeah, that was definitely intense. I remember though, like watching this, it makes me think back to my time playing Need for Speed Carbon and trying to drift around the mountain pass on that, and I found myself falling off the cliff a lot because I would take the corners with too much speed and I would not brake enough I'd go over the side, or I would break too much and kind of
文太さん、
skid out.
シルエイティとのバトル、匠君に賞賛はあるんでしょうか。
さてね、
さてねって。
俺は豆腐屋で予想屋じゃね
ガンマと厚揚げください。
え。俺がじっくり熟成させた86だ。下りならどんな車にも負けやしねえよ。ドライバーの腕次第だな。ま、来週のお楽しみってとこか。
ああ、ずるい。モメント絹ごしも買いますから。
次回イニシャル D 決着スーパードリフト。必ず
Super drift.
ドンメセ。
Okay. Okay, wait, what? Did it just... Okay, good. Hit stopped. No, wait, go back. Sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay, whew. That was definitely intense. Like I said, Takumi went into this not knowing anything about this course at all. He had no prior knowledge about this course whatsoever. Yet here it was challenging himself by racing on a course that he had never raced on before. And there was discussions earlier in the episode about course knowledge and how it does help to know a course. And yeah, that is completely true. But Takumi had no knowledge of the course whatsoever. He'd never been to it. And he'd only raced on the other pass, Akina Pass. Akina Pass. He'd only raced on Akina Pass, and so he'd honed his skills on that one. He knew the course. This one, however, it was a challenge for him, and Mako had the other girl, her friend, with her. That was her navigator. She was telling her where to speed up, where to brake, where to take the turn, how to take the turn. And so she was basically her instructor with it. And so Mako didn't have to focus so much on all of that. She could just focus mostly on driving. But Takumi had to work both. He had to be both a navigator. He had to study the course. He had to analyze. He had to study the course, the turns, obstacles. He had to focus and analyze on how much he had to brake, how much speed he had to have, how tight he needed to steer, how loose he needed to be. And then at the same time, he had to focus on trying to keep up, balance all of this and keep up. And so it was a major mental strain on him to try to focus on all of this at the same time. But Bunta is extremely confident, apparently with no doubts whatsoever, that the 8.6 would be able to dominate any pass with the right skills. And he said he's perfected it over the years, and I'm just kind of curious, like, what exactly kind of it's a stock 8.6, or what kind of hidden performance parts does nobody know about that he secretly put under the hood of that car? Like, what kind of steering linkage, what kind of ball joints? But he's definitely taking advantage Bunta took advantage of the car, and he was able to hone his own skills with it and perfect the car. And so then he was also teaching Takumi. And the interesting thing about it is Takumi is managing to use the car, and he's kind of focusing on both the performance ratio of the car as well as the balance of both what the car's capabilities are, as well as factoring in, and like I said, balancing the skill of the driver. And Takumi, at one point, he regretted, he thought, I'm in trouble. However, he was trying to stick with them. And I was kind of waiting for him to make a mistake. Like, he was he would be so focused on trying to keep up that he would end up getting into trouble and not learning the course. But he actually proved that he has a quick ability to be able to analyze and strategically maneuver and learn obstacles and the course layout, and factor in the performance of the 8.6, his own skill, and so he's already proven that he can quickly adapt all of this together. It just takes just a little bit of time, and boom, he's able to calculate and formulate a plan. And he was able to, around the tightest turn, he was able to pull through it and shock and shock the other girls to heck. And yeah, it was very intense because I didn't know who was going to mess up. I thought I honestly didn't know if anyone would screw up or if one would or both. I don't know. I honestly didn't know. I thought maybe Takumi might become a bit too angsty over trying to keep up and he might lose control, or if the other girls might end up like realizing that he's still behind them and so they become a little too panicky, and so they end up wrecking. But as it turns out, that wasn't the case. They actually were able to stay in control so far, and haven't seen the last one yet. But yeah, this was definitely a really, really on the edge of your seat episode, and again, it's showing Takumi's prowess and his quick learning ability and his quick adaptability. And it's funny that he's just a normal, casual guy, but whenever he gets behind the wheel, it's like there's a beast in a cage that is kind of let out. And the other girls, they didn't think much of him. They thought he looks laid back, too easygoing, too casual. He will beat the crap out of him in a mile. But they were anticipating him to take the lead and be the mouse. But instead, he took the cat position. And I think it was kind of more intimidating for them because he was staying on their tail the entire time. And I think it's also hilarious because they honestly thought they were going to leave him in the dust. And then they begin to see his prowess. Little by little, they begin to see the prowess. And then finally, at the end, they're like, Vincent Eraser, that's a monster. What kind of demon is that? What kind of creature is that is following us? You know, it was just hilarious. And so, not sure what's going to happen in the next episode. I am really looking forward to it. Not sure what's going to happen in the next episode. I am really looking forward to it. And I'm very curious as to what's going to happen and how it's going to, what is going to happen in it. And I'm really looking forward to that. So to see what happens. And like I said before, like I was trying to say in the intro, I did look at the initial the 1/32 scale replica again, the diecast replica from Hollywood, and it's, like I said, it's part of the Hollywood Rides collection. And I looked at the car, and I'm going to put some pictures up. This isn't pictures that I took. This was pictures that I found online of the car. But there are already some inaccuracies that I can tell. First off, the wheels, or the tires themselves, look a bit too big. They don't look exactly accurately proportioned in terms of their dimensions, as opposed to the actual 8.6. Additionally, the side mirrors on the car are white. On the diecast one, they're white, and on the real car, they're black. So they completely just molded the mirrors onto onto that and didn't even paint it. And another inaccuracy that kind of irks me is the fact that the fender flares on the car they come out too far on the diecast one, and they're more simplified in design on the actual car. But on the diecast, as you can tell, they stick out too far. And another thing that also sticks out to me, another thing that kind of irks me the most about it is the headlight placement. And the 8.6 has flip-up headlights. And on this car, you can see here on the front, the headlights, it looks like they put headlight lenses above the park lights. Whenever the car actually has flip-up headlights. It looks like they actually put headlights on this car. These headlights should not be here. They should be white. But instead they painted it instead they're clear lenses to look like headlights, and again, that's completely inaccurate. Those are not headlights. The 8.6 had flip-up headlights, which are molded onto the body, but again, there's like secondary headlights here. Those should not be there. That is very inaccurate to that. And another inaccuracy to the car is a stance. Like, the car looks like it sets too low to the ground. And I know the 8.6 is not a high setting vehicle, but again, it looks like it sets way too low. the first time I saw this, I thought, oh, you know, it looks okay, but I started comparing because I'm all about detail. Whenever it comes to a replica, I'm about detail. I'm about realism, and this is from Jada, and like I said, the the mirror, not a huge issue. You could paint it. However, you can't do anything really about the stance of the car unless you were to take the screws out of the bottom of the car, if that's possible, and were to lift up the body and separate the body from the frame. That is about the only thing you could do with that. But again, the fender flares, you can't do anything about that because that's die-cast metal and they're too big. And then there's the headlight placement. Again, you could paint over top of that, but this is supposed to be a die-cast replica. It's supposed to be sold as is. You should not have to get these out of the box and have to make adjustments to them to make it look more realistic. These are considered replicas. They should look the part without having to have any modifications done to them. So I won't be purchasing this Jada 8.6. There are much more realistic replicas that exist in 164, 124, and even 118 scale, 143rd scale. I would probably go for a 143rd scale myself, just because I have a old 143rd scale 1973 Nissan Gloria 230 police car here, so I would probably get a 143rd scale AE 86 to go with that in 143rd. But again, this 132nd scale, it looks okay if you're not detail specific. But for someone like me who wants detail and realism, this does not fit the part. So I won't be getting that. But again, really looking forward to the next episode. And again, to the people that made this, thank you guys. Again, great. Really intense writing, and again, love the technicalities with the vehicles and everything about this anime. It's just really fantastic. So again, thank you to everybody that made this years ago, and thank you guys again for joining me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video that I do. Take care.